students, today we'll discuss about what is inertia of motion and inertia of direction. Now, as we know, what is inertia? What is inertia? It is the tendency of all the bodies not to change its state of rest or state of motion or the direction of its own. And that is what called as what? Inertia. So here we'll discuss about what? That is inertia of motion. Now look at the definition I have written here. It is the inability of a body. Any body you can consider, it is that inability of a body due to which what? It cannot change its state of uniform motion of its own. Okay, so that means if a body is moving with a uniform motion, you can see that the body cannot accelerate, the body cannot retard of its own. If it wants to stop also, it cannot come to stop of its own unless a force, an external force, or you can say external unbalanced force is applied on it to do so. And that inherent property or that tendency of the body is called as what? Inertia of motion. Okay, so here we'll discuss some examples related to this inertia of motion. Now the first example is when a moving bus suddenly stops. Passenger inside get a forward jerk. So look at, this is an important example here. What I said here, when a moving bus suddenly stops. So think of, suppose you are a passenger inside a bus, a moving bus. So when the bus suddenly stops, what happens here? So that is your common experience. You might have experienced it that suddenly when the bus comes to stop, you fall forward like this. Okay. So why does it happen like this? So the answer is, it is due to inertia of motion. Why it is due to inertia of motion? Let's discuss more. So here, so when you are inside a moving bus, along with the bus, you are in motion also, or your whole body is in motion. Now when the bus stops suddenly by applying the brakes, that means you are applying the brakes means what? That means the driver is applying the brake means what? The force is applied to make the bus stop. Now what is the force is applied by the driver to make the bus stop? So the same force is now, it is able to pass on to the what? The lower portion of the passenger, because the lower portion, or you can say the leg portion, it is in direct touch with the floor of the bus. So that's why the force what was given, or the force, the retarding force which is provided to make the bus stop, the same force is now it is passing on to the lower portion of the passenger. So that's why the lower portion, okay, it comes to stop because the force is imparted here. But at the same time, the upper portion, it is in the state of what? Motion. And here, or you can say state of uniform motion. And the force is not given to the upper portion of the body. Okay, so since the force is not passed on to the upper portion of the body, the upper portion continues in the same state of uniform motion. That's why what? The passenger falling forward, or it is a getting what? The passenger getting a forward jerk. Okay, so this is an example based on what? Inertia of motion. Now similarly, another example we'll discuss here is, do not jump from a moving bus, otherwise what? You are going to fall. Why? What is the reason behind that? Why you are going to fall while you are what? Jumping out of a moving bus? What is the reason? The reason is what? That is the inertia of motion. Okay, inertia of motion. That means when we are moving inside the bus, when we are in a moving bus, along with the bus we are in motion. But let's suppose we have to jump out of the bus and the bus is still in the motion condition. So while you are moving out by jumping, so what happens while you are stepping down, or that means you can say while you are jumping, so that means here, so suddenly your feet portion is coming to stop. Suddenly your feet portion coming to stop. But the upper portion of your body still is in the state of what? Uniform motion. And due to this reason, what happens? Here, there is chances that you are going to fall and seriously, you may get injured also. So to avoid that, so what should you do? Let's suppose you have to get down from the moving bus, then in that case what you have to do? So here you have to what? Jump in the direction of motion of the bus, okay, and you have to run for some time along that direction. Third example under this is that you might have noticed that a cyclist though stops pedaling, but he covers some distance of its own like that. So we know if the force is not applied, okay, force is not applied, then in that case what? Motion is not possible. But in this case, what happens here? When the cyclist stops pedaling, you'll see that it covers some distance. So why does it happen here? So while he stopped pedaling, due to inertia of motion, actually the cycle covers some distance before it comes to stop. Okay, so that means when suddenly he stops pedaling, because there is some motion still inside, okay, and this motion will come to stop. That means that state of motion will get changed if there will be a force is applied. So that means till it is getting a sufficient force of friction, till that period it continues in the state of motion and it is able to cover some distance. That is what we can say here. This is coming under why the cyclist is able to cover some distance though he stopped pedaling. This is due to inertia of motion. So here you can say, so this is the example, a cyclist keeps on moving after, okay, so this is the third example, a cyclist keeps on moving after he stops pedaling. So why? We have already discussed what I said here, that is due to inertia of motion. So now we'll discuss about what is inertia of direction. So like the same, if we'll define it, what is the property of the body? That means if a body is moving in a straight line, unless we are applying any external unbalanced force, the body cannot change its direction. Okay, it will continue to move in the same straight line. So that property or that tendency of the body is called as what? That is inertia of direction. So let's write here what is the definition. Okay. Now see what is the definition of this inertia of direction. A body moving in a straight line continues to move along the same direction until and unless an external unbalanced force acts on it. Okay. Or you can say a body of its own cannot change its what? Direction of motion. And that property is called as what? It is inertia of direction. That means when a body is moving in a particular direction, let's suppose you're moving, suppose a car is moving in a straight line. So when it has to take a turn, in that case, a force must be applied. Otherwise, it cannot take the turn. And that is what that inertia of direction is. So that means unless any external force is acting on the body, a body of its own cannot change its direction. And that is what inertia of direction is. So one of the example if we'll discuss for this one, when a car takes a sharp turn, passenger inside get an outward jerk. Okay, passengers inside get an outward jerk. So this is also you have experienced it. That means when you are in a moving car, suppose when a moving car takes a sharp turn. The car was moving in a straight line. The passengers inside it also, they are also what? Following the same direction of motion. They are also moving in the same straight line. But when the car is taking a sharp turn, so by applying the force, okay, so when it is taking a sharp turn, at the same time the passengers, they are not provided with any force. That means force is not applied on the passenger, due to which they are unable to change their direction of motion. So previously, while the car was moving in a straight line, what was the direction? The direction was what? It was in the same straight line direction. And now when the car was taking turn, they are still continuing the same direction of motion. That means they are still in the same straight line direction. They are unable to change their direction of their own unless what? The force is applied. And this tendency is called as what? That this tendency is called as inertia of direction. So this inherent property or that tendency is called as what? That is inertia of direction, due to which this passengers, they are getting what? The outward jerk. So this is another example here. So this is the second example. So see here what I have taken. Suppose you have taken a string. One end of the string, a stone is fixed, or you can say tied. Okay. And the other free end you are holding with your hand. Now when you are moving this around a circular path and suddenly you leave the string. Suddenly you are leaving the string like that. Now what you will notice? You will see that this stone will fly away like this. This will be flying away. The stone will fly away. Why does it happen like this? So here when you are just moving it in a circular path, that means when you are rotating that string in a circular path, so you can see that you are continuously you are providing a force. And that's why continuously it is able to change the direction. That means you can see, suppose a stone at this point, its direction of motion is this one. When it will come to this point, the direction of motion will be this one. When it will come to this point, its direction of motion is this one. When it will come to this point, the direction of motion will be this one. So that means why the stone is able to change its direction? Because you are continuously applying the force to it. And that is why it is able to change its direction continuously. But the moment you are leaving the string, that means you are not applying any force now. So when you stop applying the force, then will the stone, can it be able to change its direction? No. Due to inertia of direction, that tendency of that body, or you can say this is the inherent property of that stone, that it cannot change its state of direction of its own. So that means, suppose when the stone was here, that moment only you have left the string. So you will see that actually when it is at this position, its direction of motion is this one. So that's why, so when you are leaving it, so it's now no more able to what? It is no more able to change its direction. So it will fly tangentially. So how it is flying? So it is flying tangentially in this direction. And this is why it is happening, why it is flying tangentially away, because of inertia of direction. So I hope you have understood what is inertia of direction and what is this example I said here. Okay, thank you.